So that was rough, but we're glad to be back. You know,
yeah, that got a new car though.
That's not funny. That's not funny. No, yeah, that's let's not get into that. That's complicated. I'm just helping
a family friend
maintain an estate, so to speak. You know, because the only child of the estate is 2,000 miles away. So I'm doing what I got to do. You know. But how was your week, man? How's your baby girl doing? Is she's feeling better?
Yeah, she's doing great.
I know she was quite sick.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah. This is a rough winter for illness, dude.
Yeah. Crazy. And I guess the flu shot was only like 30% effective or something.
That's all it ever does.
How does that change? Does that change? No, it's always like that.
I don't
think the flu shot's a bunch of horseshit.
That's what I believe, also. Yeah. But this year though, I did get the worst flu I've had.
Let me get started on vaccines. Are you going to vaccinate your child, James? People are really passionate about that.
No, I mean, I think that we really probably vaccinate too much, but there are things that are definite necessities.
Oh, no doubt about it.
Right.
Yeah, you'd have to be a complete moron not to recognize science.
Right,
yeah.
No, but I don't know. There is something to be said, though.
You know what? Polio's all the rage, though.
Definitely. It was supposed to come back.
I know.
I'm dead. It was supposed to come back. But I don't know.
Dude, how much of a throwback could you be?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Imagine.
I collect vinyl. Oh, yeah?
You're like
I went and got polio.
You're an infectious disease hipster. Yeah, I got polio, just like my great granddaddy. What do you got to say about that?
Yeah, vintage illness.
Drinking your home brews. Yeah, exactly.
It's like, oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, I got the
leprosy.
I got the bubonic plague, bitch.
I'm a witch.
Burn him. Whatever. Yeah. Oh my God, that was a fun intro there.
Yeah, it was.
Okay. Good times.
I was actually I couldn't be here because I had to go to Vegas on a work trip.
Is that what that was?
Yeah. So.
You didn't mention that.
Yeah.
You didn't mention that.
Yeah. So.
Well, I mean, I heard all about Vegas, but you didn't mention that. You didn't mention. I got to be in Vegas, so I can't do this shit.
Well, honestly, it was because it wasn't a good trip. It wasn't like this is going to be a blast trip. This is literally had to work.
It
was outside.
You told me what you did while you were there. I beg to differ.
That was the Saturday. That was the last night there.
Okay.
We got UFC tickets.
Touche.
All the meetings were over.
So you went to UFC 222.
Went to UFC 222.
You had dope tickets.
Unbelievable.
What's the thing you sat in called again?
It was called a bunker.
It
was at T-Mobile Arena.
Yeah.
And it's exactly what it was, except like it was a luxury bunker.
It's a skybox on the floor.
Exactly.
Right.
So, that's a perfect way to put it.
Dope.
So when you walk in, there's like these like marble. It's gorgeous.
Right.
Like 2 bars, free food, free booze.
I remember the video. Yeah. Okay. Now I remember it.
Incredible.
Okay. Yes.
Dude,
yes.
Tacos,
right.
buddy. Like really good tacos.
Good ones. Yeah.
I couldn't stop eating them.
That's awesome.
And I also couldn't catch a buzz because of that.
Oh, because it
was free booze. So I'm trying to take advantage of that.
Right.
Obviously.
Right.
And the food was also good, and I just couldn't. Like it was like literally drink taco. So I was just eliminating everything.
That is so great when it's such a small thing to do that goes such a long way to be like, yeah, you can eat and drink for free. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, but I don't think that is small. That's why people love it when it happens. For some people, it's probably like common for them.
But I mean, like, dude,
you spend the money
to get some tacos made though. Like, come on, dude. What is it real? You know?
Oh,
I don't know.
Oh yeah, probably next to nothing. I mean, what's the upcharge on the rat meat that they serve you at baseball games?
That's what I'm talking about.
You know what
that's exactly what I'm saying.
But then you pay a crap load of money to go in, and you get the same food, but you get it for free now.
Right. Well,
so you still paid for it. Like you're
paying for it one way or another.
Put it this way. We had food and drinks for free because the guy we went with probably just dropped like $50,000.
Right.
Because it's a buddy of my father's. My father's buddy?
No, buddy of my father's. Yeah, same thing.
I'm sorry, it sounded weird.
It's all good.
Is like a pretty high roller at the casino that we went and met him at.
He likes to throw some dough around.
Yeah, and we had mentioned going to a UFC fight, and we were just going to grab tickets, and he was like, "Oh, I'll call up this guy. He's going to be there the same week we are. I'm having meetings with him. He'll trust me." So we're like, okay, and this delivered on so many levels.
Right.
Like it was unbelievable.
But
unbelievable. All for free.
Yeah.
But for us obviously. Right. And we went through. So at like when you're in the thing and then you want to go to your seat, you just go out this door and you go like through a tunnel and a curtain, and then you pop out and your seats are all right there.
Right.
And there was only like 2 or 3 rows in front of us. That was it. And then just the media up into the cage.
That's unreal.
So phenomenal seats, cool event, great time. Obviously, just. killer.
Fuck yes, all around.
And so the night before that, I texted you. I knew you weren't going to be awake, obviously.
Yeah.
But I gotta hype the show, or at least talk about the show. It was called The Dirty at 12:30 in Las Vegas, and that's on a Friday night. It had to have been. I think it was Friday night.
You texted me Saturday at 4 a.m.
So
you went on Friday night. Yeah.
And it was at Sea Point or South Point Casino. It's off the Strip. And you go in there, and they got a late show, and the guy who
How big was the room? It was like
There was over 100 people there.
Okay.
It was like a lot of people there. I'd be willing to say it was close to like...
But it wasn't...
packed that
it was
out.
like a conference room in the casino? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it was... No, so like the way the casino was set up, it was... I don't know. I can't really describe it. It was like way off to the left, so it's kind of almost where like the poker room would be or something like that. So it was a little quiet. You know, that wing can be quieter.
Yes.
So there's a bar, and then it's like a double-sided bar, like casinos have.
Right.
And then there's a little stage, probably where they do like a little musical act. Something like a piano player or something. And they just did a show there, so it's kind of closed off. But there was a ton of people there.
Yeah.
And the guy hosting it, basically the exact opposite I told you of Boston comedy. Is this guy goes, look, he goes, if you're offended in any way, and he like cited an example, he goes, get the fuck out.
Right.
And he goes, if you're offended this way, whatever. He goes, if you're offended, period, you're at a comedy show, why don't you get the fuck? And like everybody said it at once.
Right.
This has like a loyal following.
Okay.
This show.
Okay.
It's like a tradition.
What was the host's name? Do you remember?
I will find it.
Oh,
I'll find it for you. But
yeah.
Anyway, it was a cool show, and then I told you, any UFC fans out there, this guy's a god. Stephan Bonner walks by me. I go, oh shit, man! Like, I was like, oh, maybe he lives out here. The Vale is so cool. Like, just seeing him.
Right.
And he goes and does stand up for the very first time.
Right.
And he was buddies with the headliner, and I told you, I was like, I think he got away with a lot because he's Stephan Bonner.
Of course, yeah.
But for a first time.
Not bad.
Not horrible.
Right.
Not horrible.
That's unreal, man.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
He had like the personality, and he went with the whole like, well, that's what happens when you get, when you get hit in the head most of your life.
Right.
He kind of went that route, but people ate it up. Just seeing him, I think the same way I felt. Like people were just like, that's Stephan Bonner. Like, holy crap, Kind of got caught up in that. But
no, dude, what if he blows up and he becomes like Brendan Schaub? And he's like,
you know what? He probably sees a guy like Brendan Schaub and go, I could do that.
That's what I'm saying. He's going to be doing the Wilbur, and you could be like, dude, I saw you the first show you did.
Yeah.
Blah, 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 the Dirty at 12:30. He's going to be like, holy shit.
I doubt that.
That'd
be really cool, though.
Who knows, man?
You know what? Maybe I'll run into him again someday, and I can be like, hey, man, I was at that god-awful show. Have you done it since? He'd be like, oh, no.
Yeah, right? Yeah. No, but if you ever see him again, though, you got that in your back pocket. That's a good one. You know? I saw you the first time you ever tried stand-up.
You're horrible. No, he wasn't. He could have been a whole lot worse. I've seen a whole lot worse for people's first times.
Of course, man.
Yeah, it was pretty cool to do. Cool to see, whatever. Just kind of run into.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to Moogie's.
Yeah,
dude.
Right down the street.
I'm very happy with that decision you made.
Told you.
Yeah, you did tell me, and you were goddamn right. Yeah, that was bomb, man.
I like to think I don't steer people wrong that often.
No, yeah. You especially when you're that confident in something. I know what you're saying. You're like, I'm putting my stamp on this. We're going. Believe me. Fuck yeah.
It bothers me more than anything when like someone doesn't agree with me with shit like that.
Really?
Yeah, it really does.
I mean, to each their own, I guess, but. But place, like, how could you not find something that was you're gonna like?
No, oh yeah, totally.
They had everything. You know? Yeah, everything. I had a hard time making a decision. I was like, God, I don't know what the fuck I want.
You got bacon and on top of bacon. What did you get?
I did though. No, I got the grilled cheese, added the bacon to it. Yeah. Then I got the cheesy fries, added the bacon to that.
Yeah.
I don't fuck around, man. I don't fuck around. I love eating pig's ass.
When you put it like that, I never thought of that.
Is it right? That's what it's like, a pig's ass cheek.
Is it really?
Yeah, pretty much.
I thought it was like the side, or
it's but it's like the side towards the back though.
The rump.
The loin area.
The loin.
You know what I'm saying?
What?
Yeah, that's
created semen.
That's no, the loins.
My loins?
The loins are like on an animal, like on people. Yeah, it's you're firing my loin. Right. Yeah. No, but on animals, it's like it's a different thing. But that food was delicious. So I'll give you that.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. I keep coughing, man. I got the burps from that delicious meal we just had. Shouldn't eat right before you go on air.
No.
But hey, anyway, you got to do what you got to do sometimes. Yeah. Man.
Have you ever been to Vegas?
I have not.
You got to go.
Yeah. Oh, I 100%. I agree.
A lot of fun.
I totally agree. I do need to go.
The worst part, though, dude, is I was there for like an insurance seminar.
Right.
And you got to do a lot of talking.
Yeah.
And you got to talk a lot about life insurance.
Right.
So.
And it makes you want to take your own life?
Yes.
Yeah.
Immediately.
Ironically
and the funniest thing.
You see where I went with that one, Joe? See what I did there, buddy? Yeah.
But the funniest thing, dude, is like these people, like sometimes, and I probably shouldn't be saying this, but like they actually like it.
Yeah.
But they like genuinely like need to talk about it, want to talk about it.
Right.
I went out to dinner with a bunch of them afterwards, kind of by accident. It was actually kind of cool because one of the guys is from Maine, lives out in California, but he's
right, okay.
And every time he sees us, we see him like pretty much every year. He goes, "I love hanging out with you guys."
No
he
shit.
Goes, it brings me back. He goes, "I've been in California so long. All these people are soft, kind of thing." He goes, "I love talking to you guys. I just go right back, to the old, way I grew up."
That's great, man.
And so I was going in a bar that was like part of the same property, but like the food's better there. One of the guys recommended it.
Right.
So I find it, and then as I'm walking in, they were staying at the same like casino, like it was off the strip for this thing.
Yeah.
They're walking in behind me, like, "Hey, you alone?" I'm like, "Yeah," like, and he goes, "Oh, not anymore. Come on," like we're all eating together. And then they sat around. They were talking about that to start things off. I'm like, we've been in there all day, like listening, talking, like writing notes down, talking to each other about life insurance, and we get to dinner and you guys are still going to talk about this shit. Like I was like, dude,
give me a break.
Come on, man. Like I know I'm like, you guys like genuinely like keep talking about this. We're at dinner.
I know.
Let's talk about sports, fantasy. I don't give a fantasy football. I don't give a shit. Anything, dude.
Yeah, no, dude. I don't know. Especially a job like that.
Some of those people, though, are like very successful, and I just think they just get into that one thing. That's what they got into.
Dude, if you,
to be that successful, they have to be.
That's so weird. But I guess it's the same way. Like I could talk about comedy all day.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. But
so what's funny is like,
but that's
let me pull back the curtain on insurance seminars, guys.
Okay,
this is hot stuff.
Yes,
they're really into like trying to like probably like any industry. Like comedians post shit like this all the time about like. Staying consistent and like goal setting and like trying to make it kind of thing. So people always post inspirational type shit somehow, or like this is what works for me kind of thing.
Right.
And insurance seminars are like they go all out with that stuff.
Yeah.
Like trying to inspire you to like sell more, like stuff like that. But one of the things the guy said that was like actually interesting, and then in my mind I'm just trying to like kind of revert it back to comedy, like how it could apply.
Right.
And he was like, Warren Buffett and Bill Gates were at some like conference thing together, and there was a bunch of other people there, and they were like, "Could you write down the one word like what it takes to be successful, what made you successful in business, and what other people should use it? Just write one word that describes what you need." Like people are guessing and stuff, and he goes, "They both wrote the same word." Yeah. They both wrote focus.
Oh my God! I was
like determination.
That's what I was gonna put. Is determination? Yes.
So they like you need a singular you need to specialize. You need to like focus on like that thing or whatever it is.
Wow.
But they both wrote the same word.
Yeah.
I was like, that's kind of cool.
I was gonna say above all else, like if you want it,
two people at that level of success both write the same word.
Right.
Amazing.
Right. There is something to be said about that. Like you don't have to be the smartest person on planet Earth. Like to make
something of
like
yourself
crazy headway like that. Yeah.
Right. And it's like those. All right. Like I know it's kind of a stupid example, and it's like sort of I don't know, stereotypical, I guess.
Right.
But you take two guys that like do the Orange County Choppers.
Yes.
Or something like that.
Yeah.
Do they seem like the brightest bulbs?
No, that's.
But they can take together and put together a bike better than like 90%. So for those guys to be as successful as they are, but their focus is only one thing, but they're the best at that one thing.
And see, then what happens is like they were so focused on motorcycle work, they got so good at that they got picked up on to do TV.
Right.
And now they also have a whole like
brand.
They have a whole TV resume now.
Right. Yeah.
Like they're not just bike builders. They're like, I did a TV show for years and years.
Right.
Like I have experience in this now too. Mm-hmm. And so that's what I'm sure Warren Buffett didn't open Berkshire Hathaway one day like that. That was like way down the road.
Right.
And it was because he started out and he fucking put his head down and worked so hard that one day he was like, all right, I have to expand. I have no choice but to branch out.
Right.
And then you learn about other shit and you become a fucking dynamo. But it starts, that's fucking crazy. I love that.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
We both wrote that down. I was like, oh, that's interesting.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah. No offense, Jesus. I love you. I'm just saying.
Yeah, he's your boy.
I took his name in vain, you know.
Right.
No, that was a joke. I could give a shit less. Honestly,
I was trying to do
anyone
a joke.
Who knows me knows.
I was trying to do a joke about
ass.
that, and I don't think it landed too well. But I was trying to joke about how like. When people are always like, oh, first of all, I just want to thank the Lord and Savior. It's implied that they think they're better than you, like just by saying that. It's like this weird, like, I don't know. It's just weird. It's like, first of all, I just want, without him, nothing. Anyway,
right.
Yeah, not like I'm a great person or anything. So let me just continue what I was going to say. It's like you have to like hear that, and then people are like, well, maybe they believe in God. You shouldn't. I'm like, well, maybe a little bit.
It just it pisses me the fuck off because it's like. Well, what did God directly do? You know what I mean? Like, was he fucking up every day in the gym or, whatever it is your thing is, voice lessons or dance, whatever the fuck? Like, I don't know, dude. God wasn't there.
Well, it's like even something like that. So even when someone like says something like that, or when someone goes, "Oh, thanks a lot, God," over something, and I'm like, dude, do you think God took his time to like fuck with you today?
No, but it's never
even like I'm saying. I'm strictly arguing as if like, okay, he exists, right?
Right.
He's an actual person,
right?
And you're like, oh yeah, thanks a lot, God. It's like, dude, do you think he like burnt your toast, dude? No, he didn't waste his time.
No,
with you. He doesn't give a shit.
That's
about
exactly
you. You did it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a good way to look at it too. But I don't know. It just never. It's always like he gave me the strength and the this and the that. It's like, I don't know, man. It's I don't know. It just cracks me the fuck up. Did you hear Oprah recently said that she was going to run for president?
First of all, I just want to thank me.
Yo, shout out to Oprah.
Without her, I am nothing.
Yeah, right.
It's all for her. It's all for her grace.
Yeah. Fucking
the power she's invested in.
She said though, she's like, I'm gonna run for president, but I need a sign from God, like something like so clear.
She look in the mirror
and see that's the thing is like what you could take that either way. Like
did someone say that?
Yeah, Oprah said that.
No. Did someone say, hey, she should just look in the mirror and be like, yeah, you can run for president?
I don't think anyone said anything like that. But I'm just the quote is I don't know. The quote's ridiculous because either way, she could either say, oh. I came back and my fucking Canada Dry can was sweating. That's the sign from God. You know what I mean? Or it could be like
someone.
I don't know. You can go. I don't know. That's just so. It's so able to be interpreted.
Someone had a joke about that.
It's fucking stupid.
I can't remember if it was someone local or someone nationally had a joke about like. Was it Bill Buchanan who ran because he said there was a sign from God, or like God told him to run for president or something like that?
Maybe.
I think it might have been.
I think it was. Wasn't it James Buchanan?
No. Who? Pat Buchanan? What did I say?
Wait.
Joe? Pat? Whatever. Some dickhead was like, some politician was like, God told me to run for president. It's God who told me to run for president.
No, but hold on. Didn't we finish the fucking joke? Didn't we have a president named James Buchanan, though? That's not
but I'm not talking about a guy who won. I'm talking about a guy who ran.
When was this, though?
Recently. Well, I don't know. I thought it was like it happened in maybe. I don't know. I
don't remember the name. I'm sorry.
This whole thing's butchered right now.
No,
but it doesn't matter. Listen,
I thought you were going to say that he didn't win. I was like, no, he definitely was president.
No, James Buchanan, whatever. No.
I don't remember Pat Buchanan, though.
Okay. So
but anyway,
this guy...
He got a sign from God. What was the sign, Joe?
He said he said that God told him to run for president or whatever, and someone had the joke where it was like, oh yeah, did he tell you to lose too?
That's fucking funny. Oh man, that is funny. But
all of that.
Pat Buchanan.
Yeah, I guess.
I wonder where the fuck he's from, huh? Sounds like exactly. It sounds like a fucking loser. Like, Pat Buchanan. I don't know. I don't like that. James Buchanan, though. I like that name.
What?
Maybe I'm biased, but...
What, Jim?
James Buchanan.
Jimmy B?
James Buchanan.
Was he like a...
president?
Which one was
no.
he?
I'm finding... I want to see where the fuck...
You look up James. Who am I looking up?
Pat. I already got Pat.
Oh, I'll look up James then.
Oh, shit,
I thought it was Bill.
He was a senior advisor to Nixon and Ford. And Reagan. What?
What?
Oh my God! No, you're right. He ran on the Reform Party ticket in 2000. That's semi-recent. I'll give you that.
Did it say anything about
this guy? Okay. As soon as I saw his face, okay, yeah. He was. Yeah, I've seen him on a couple TV shows and shit. Like, looking like an idiot. That's funny though.
Yeah, looking like an idiot. Exactly.
Yeah. But I feel like they also set him up though at the time.
James Buchanan was the 15th president of the United States.
I know it was way back in the day, but
yeah.
But no, Pat Buchanan. That's right. Yeah, Bill Maher makes Pat Buchanan jokes sometimes.
Oh, really?
Well, I know who.
I bet they kill
your boy that you fucking love.
I bet they're the
so
funniest
dearly.
jokes I've ever heard.
Dude, he's a fucking riot.
No, he isn't.
Yeah, he fucking is, dude. Dude is a killer. You need to get over it.
You need to stop bringing him up.
He's a voice of our generation, bro.
Yeah. Well,
I'm just kidding. He's old enough to be my father.
I was going to say.
Yeah.
He's
Not the voice of our... Yeah,
he's the voice of a generation who can't hear him.
Yeah, the voice of the baby boomer generation. Oh, shit.
That, you know what? That's exactly it, the baby boomers.
What about him?
He's a baby boomer. He's got to be like, yeah.
That's exactly what he is.
Yeah.
But
I'm agreeing with
But for a baby boomer, dude, come on. He's fucking progressive. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, totally.
He knows his shit, dude.
Totally hip.
He knows his shit.
He is hip to the beat.
You don't even watch the show. You don't
I
know
watch
shit.
it enough to know I hate it.
You watch it once a year just to talk shit about the fucking new rules segment.
Or when he pops up
douche.
in the news for dropping an N-word and dropping an N-bomb.
Yeah, but that was stupid. that was stupid.
Okay, so it's all good.
No.
It was a horrible joke. He didn't say it like really maliciously.
Right,
it was just a bad joke.
That's the point.
He tried to make an attempt at a joke that was.
I don't even think it was an attempt at a joke, though.
Yeah, it was.
I don't know.
Yeah, it was.
I don't know. I feel like in the conversation it wasn't like jokey though.
Yeah, it was. He did not mean it.
It did not have a punchline like
it did.
Quality. No.
Yeah,
dude.
because he's not funny, James.
No,
that's what I'm trying to tell you,
dude.
In his
He
mind,
wouldn't be on TV for
in
the
his
past 20
mind,
years if he
that was
wasn't.
the joke. That was a joke.
No, it wasn't.
Yes,
dude.
it was.
No, it wasn't, dude.
I'm telling you, he's
in his
that
mind,
unfunny.
You're a fucking joke. Okay. That's true. Yeah, right. Exactly. You know, I don't give a fuck.
And guess what?
Yeah.
In my mind, he is. I don't care.
That's fine. I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at you. But he is fucking. Dude, the dude kills it though. He says a lot of shit that needs to be said. You know. I'm just saying, man. Who do you like politically?
Nobody.
All right, touche. He's the only one. He's the only one that I will say like, you know, this is my dude. I don't, and he's not even a politician. He's a political fucking satirist / analyst.
Yeah, because you know what, you need a lot of them.
Yeah, but
there's too many now, dude.
I agree,
it's
but
just absolutely.
But he's a mainstay. He's been around for a long time.
You know what's so stupid?
He knows his shit.
Now, if you say shit like that, like if you're like, I don't watch those shows, it's like, oh, you're a Trump supporter. It's like, no, I'm not. I'm really like,
no. If anything,
fed up with the content. It's like, Jesus Christ.
Right. If anything, Trump is.
I think someone getting kicked in the nuts is funny. If it was on every channel,
right,
like on every station, I would eventually just stop laughing at it.
I know what you're saying.
But like I'd say a solid 9 times out of 10, it's hilarious. Like, it's always funny.
I don't know. Everyone is up in arms right now over all this bullshit, and I'm laughing because anyone who thinks that this dude isn't getting reelected is in. Therefore, I'm telling you, dude, they're in for a sorry fucking surprise, dude.
I don't know.
I'm not happy about it. I
don't know if that could happen.
Dude, I didn't think it was even in the realm of possibility the first time around.
Who would have to run for him to win again? Because I'm telling you right now, you can name virtually anybody. I don't
think it matters anymore, dude. If you saw like the people that
let's just say I'm gonna say Bernie runs. He wins. Bernie wins.
No.
Yeah, he does.
No, I really don't think that's true.
I do. I think
how did Donald Trump win then?
I think if Oprah ran, she'd win.
Okay, Oprah versus Trump. I'll give you that.
She would win.
I'll give you that.
And I don't think it'd be close. I think it'd be like,
it would not.
It would not landslide victory.
Right.
Like people might not even show up. Right. It's gonna be that bad.
Yeah.
She would kill.
Is this right? Oprah got 99% of the vote?
Yeah, it honestly might happen.
Yeah.
She could easily.
I concur.
So you know what's so funny is like I love the fact that like just from an objective standpoint that the Republican Party was laughed at because they ended up being like, he's our best chance.
Right.
And they were getting just mockery of the political system. And then she loses. And now they have to stoop to the level of the Republicans and get somebody who's like a celebrity.
Right.
And they actually had to have that thought, and they had to sit down. The Democratic Party had to like get in a room and probably be like, listen, after these rumors flew around, they were probably like, we've been running these numbers, and Oprah will win that landslide. Right. Again, against any candidate.
But she's not going to run, though.
But the point is they had to do that now.
Right.
After they like scoffed at him and said how like horrible it was, and then he wins. Now they're like, all right, make a call to Diddy. We gotta come on. If they want to play that way, we're gonna have to play that too. We got a lot more on our side. We got a lot of celebrities.
Hey Barry, can we get Hove's number, please?
Oh, That's awesome. And do that. Like, dude, what is Chris Rock doing?
Yeah, right.
Like, what is next 4 years? Could we get him?
Imagine, dude. Imagine.
You know, dude. You know they've had a brainstorm session with all right, who's the best celebrity?
I'm sure.
Who can we get? We got to ask different people. The Rock was thrown in the mix.
Yeah.
And I bet you he would murder Trump.
Yeah, for sure, dude. He's another one. He's fucking huge.
Yeah.
Dude. Everyone loves that fucking
Isn't that
guy.
Great.
I mean,
now the Republican Party's gonna be like, you know, what we're calling up Stone Cold Steve Austin. Like that's where they're gonna have to go. Like we need to keep doing that.
Oh my god!
Imagine having to do that.
Stop talking. We need to write this later. That is fucking hysterical.
How far is it gonna go, everybody? What are we gonna do?
Are you?
I'm voting for Stone Cold.
That should have been it's
gonna be The Rock versus
that could have been like an episode of Celebrity Deathmatch. You know what I mean? God. Dude, that's fucking hilarious, man.
Yeah, that should be a Saturday Night Live skit.
Stone Cold.
That should be a Saturday Night Live skit where they had
that's exactly what that is.
They had that Rock hosted all the time. It's just ask him to host it again.
Right. And
then they'll just be like, when have Stone Cold run against you when you had the hypothetical election.
Right.
And they have other people be just keep doing wrestlers to beat him.
We'll get the old school fucking intro music.
Yeah.
Do you smell?
But tell me right now, he wouldn't come out to that. He would try to do something with that or Stone Cold if he came to a rally.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Dude, how pumped would you be?
Dude,
if you were at a rally and you just heard, you'd be like, no way! We got a surprise candidate. And they dropped that.
Oh my god!
I'd vote. I think I might vote for him.
That would be hilarious, dude. That would be absolutely hysterical.
That'd be great.
Oh my god! We really need to write that skit. Seriously, dude. That would be fucking funny as shit.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I love it. So what else is new, dude?
If they could somehow arrange the voting date to be March 16th, that would be the shit. Right. Austin, vote for Austin 316.
Yeah, right. Vote for Austin 316. Oh man,
I would love it. I would love every second.
Oh,
of that.
Yo, dude. Speaking of, actually, did I show you what we fucking found the other day?
Goes to Texas. You know what? Well, this rattlesnake is gonna. Oh my god, that would be great.
I fucking love it. Look at
he
this.
He could run
shit.
for office in Texas and win.
Look at this shit. I found this the other day, dude.
I saw this.
You saw,
that was awesome.
That was in all the stuff.
The entrance music, the WWF entrance music.
Oh my
compact disc you found.
Right.
Did you play it?
Dude, listen to this. Okay. Computers now don't have drives on them anymore.
Yeah, I know.
Had to go out to the car to listen to it. I had to go out to my fucking car to throw it in there.
Oh, no.
And don't think I didn't fucking... Dude, I cranked that shit to
That's
fucking
awesome. So you're in your driveway listening to music?
Yeah, listening to wrestling music from when I was 10 years old. Yeah. It was hilarious.
So do you remember any of the tracks that were on there?
Of course, I remember the original Rock one because it was before he was huge, and it was the intro was boring. It was, do you smell what the Rock is cooking?
Oh, he said it like that.
Instead of the if you smell, you know what I mean. That's what it became afterwards.
That's awesome.
But the Stone Cold one was the same. The Val Venus intro music cracked me the fuck up.
Isn't it moaning and shit?
No, it's like the 80s porno music.
Yeah.
And in the beginning, it starts off. It's like a Kenny
Val Venus.
It's like a Kenny,
I forgot he existed.
Right? It's like a Kenny G saxophone and then it goes, "Hello, ladies."
Yeah, that's right.
Dude, I forgot about all this shit.
Such a rip-off.
I was
rip-off of HBK. He was the WCW version, and then when they bought him, they ended up getting him. Yeah.
Right, yeah.
That's awesome.
Dude, it was so funny, man.
Ladies.
The Oddities track was good, which James Buckland, shout out to Buckland. We gotta have them on soon, actually. The beers.
What was the thing?
The Oddities. You know, they were a tag team.
Okay.
And their song is the only song on the album that was an original track by a real band, and ICP did their song.
Oh,
and it actually is. It's not like an ICP song. It actually is a good song, dude.
Yeah.
I was jamming to that shit. I was like, oh, fuck. I forgot about this shit.
Nice.
You know? It was, dude, it
I
was
assume
great.
Stone Cold was the...
He was the last track.
Yeah, of course.
Dude, there was Sables was on there with the wow, the fucking, the fucking cat thing.
Sable had it, for sure.
Oh, my dude.
Yeah.
Dude. Yeah. I love that woman. Yeah, but she was on. Dude, it was X-Pac, Degeneration X, fucking oh my god, the fucking, remember the New Age Outlaws, dude?
Yes.
If your ass don't know, dude, oh my god,
dude, when those tracks hit, you must have been like jumping around in your car by yourself in your driveway. You lose it. in sweatpants.
Like, is he fighting a midget in that Kia Soul?
I can picture you with like your old action figures on your dashboard. He's got him.
Oh my God! Is he setting him up for the stunner? Oh no! Oh my God, dude! It was a blast though, for real. I was just hanging out there.
Dude. Again, with the skits, I think we just wrote. Yeah. That's funny as shit. Where guys like, I can't listen to this CD anymore. Like, I got a new computer. He had to go out in his car. Of all things, his Kia Soul.
Oh my God. That's so funny though.
Oh shit! Yeah, that's awesome,
dude. It was great, man. It was fucking great.
That's great. That's a good thing to go down memory lane with wrestling.
It was, man. You know,
that's a YouTube like I've talked about this. That's my YouTube like rabbit hole.
Oh, wrestling.
It's wrestling, dude. It's just like, oh God, here we go.
We were at Slum Brew the other night. The show I did like not last Sunday, and I'm sitting there, and me and Tawanda Gona are like hanging out by the bar or whatever, and he's intently on his phone, and I couldn't see. And I'm like, this dude has been looking at his phone for like 10 straight minutes. And then I looked over his shoulder, just watching wrestling. I'm just hanging, like waiting for his set, just watching wrestling videos. Like, I respect the shit out of that movie. Dude, that was hilarious.
What's funny is that's one of those topics where, like, even if you don't watch it anymore, because I don't watch it anymore.
Right. How much did you love it?
You still love talking about it, but I feel like it's one of those things where, like, you could be hanging out with anybody, and if it comes up, people usually have something to contribute.
Oh, yeah.
Like, even it doesn't matter, oh, you know what, I used to watch it, but, my favorite was this. And, it just seems like...
it's ubiquitous, dude.
Yeah,
for sure, dude. Yeah.
It translates
because they had something for everybody. You know,
right.
They had fucking Mankind. They had the women. They had like Kane and Undertaker. And
football.
Then Stone Cold, The Rock. Like they had all. They had meatheads to like nerdy dudes to.
Yeah, they tried,
dude.
It was like the one place where it was like stereotypes are wrong. Not in the WWE,
right, dude. Not in the WWE. Right. We're gonna lean into those hard. Oh man.
And now it's all like, oh, he's a they don't say, what do they say, like personality is a WWE personality.
Yeah. He's a wrestling personality. Whatever.
Even they're trying to like fancy up their job title,
dude.
Like I'm not a wrestler.
Right. Yeah. Right.
I'm like WWE. I'm a personality.
Yeah.
Dude, shut the hell up. You're a wrestler.
Right.
What is wrong with that? Nothing.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm sure
you're a soap opera for men.
Right.
It cracks me up though. But dude, what's fucking weird? Speaking about this estate thing, is how much I learned about this dude. Who's like, again, this is a dude, like I was close to this guy, like important dude to me, like the man. And just like going through all the photos and shit, like cleaning out his place and like all the cool little shit that he had and all that, and like dude, just all this crazy shit. Like dude, he had some fucking he was an engineer, like for the Air Force. He had the highest. He was a civilian, that worked for the Air Force. He had the highest, clearance you could have as a civilian. Not being an enlisted person. He had the highest. He had government security clearance for the past 25 years.
That's cool.
Had all sorts of fucking like little sheets of paper and shit. Random little things and commendations and shit signed from like the Secretary of the Air Force and all this shit, dude. Like in.
Sounds like he was in the CIA.
It was, that's what, dude. Honestly, like that's the type of shit. I'm like, dude, this.
His little notes in different places, and files, and
he had information. He had paperwork in the house that was stamped
confidential,
classified information.
All right,
like cannot be seen by the.
So what did it say?
You know what I'm saying, dude? It was the one thing that I did see was something about like a Somalia thing. Like he did something with a project that was in Black Hawk Down. That's what But that's early '90s. So I'm sure by now it's. It's whatever.
Declassified.
But he did, obviously, as an engineer, he did something that helped forward something over.
So here's a question.
Further.
If you had a classified or file that was private to you, would you even label it, or would you like?
No, it was stuff that was given to him.
I'm saying you. I'm talking about you.
Right.
If you had something, would you, if it was really important file, wouldn't you just like leave it so it didn't seem that important?
Oh yeah, no, of course, yeah.
Because if I see a file that says classified and I'm at your house, I'm opening it.
Right. Yeah, no, I don't know.
I would.
I mean, his son like took all the stuff, like he wanted.
No, but I mean, like if you Corbett was like had a classified file, I'd be like, okay, so I'm reading this.
Of course, yeah, 100%, yeah. No, this dude was.
Just imagine going to my house and then seeing like a file like just something that just like confidential.
Right.
You'd be like, huh?
If it was this guy's son and I was cleaning out his house, and I'd be like, oh, what were you into? For sure, dude, for sure.
What were you?
But this is again, dude. This is like think of like a close uncle.
Yeah,
that's what that was like. I was very, very respectful. I'm like, dude, I don't want to fucking even going there now to help him clean stuff out of the house when he's back in the city.
Yeah.
And his dad's not there. It's so fucking creepy, man. It's so weird, dude. I'm like, I keep expecting him to like legit. I've never had this kind of this weird thing with death.
Yeah.
Until now I keep expecting him to like pop around the corner and be like, hey, what's up?
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
It's so weird, man. I've never had that issue before. Like, I'm very realistic about that. But this one, I was just like, damn. I was like, this motherfucker, dude, like, he's gone. It's so weird, man.
No, that is crazy.
He's such a good man. He's just such a good man. He genuinely, the world itself is worse off without him. 100%, Yeah, he's a great guy. But
that does happen sometimes. It's weird. Like I've only had that I think like once.
Yeah, you just don't accept it.
Yeah.
You're like, what the fuck is going on?
Do you know what I think it is?
Can I ask who it was? Was it
my grandfather.
Oh, your grandfather. Okay.
I'd say it's because like I think it happens when it's people that you attach to a place. And you only see them maybe in that place.
And I was in that place. Exactly.
You were in that place, so you feel like you're going to see him.
Right.
So, like that, because my grandfather, like, I only knew him, like, obviously, when he was retired.
Did he live in that house that I know?
Yep.
Okay.
So he was retired. So he would either be in his chair or in the bathroom. Like, he was nowhere else in the house. Maybe in the kitchen. Like, he would be one of three places, literally.
Yeah.
So, when you were in the house and he wasn't there, it was like, this is so weird.
You feel that emptiness.
Yeah. Or you'd be like, if you were in the thing, if he's not in his chair, you would automatically just look to the kitchen. If you came, like if I came in the room, the front door of the house I'm talking about, his chair's right there.
Right.
So if he's not in his chair, you're like, oh, well, he must be getting a drink or something.
Exactly.
And if he ain't there, you're like, well, then he's taking a shit. Like, this is literally the only three places I've ever seen him. So when you were in the living room and no one was in the chair, you would I'd look in the kitchen, just like thinking that.
Right.
And I was old. I was like 18, 19.
Right.
So even then, it's like, I know I'm not a kid, like, where's Grampy? They're like, well, son, it wasn't like that.
It's a legit reflex at that point.
Yeah, it is.
It's so weird, man.
Yeah, it's a weird expecting, kind of thing.
To think about something like that, like how regular that has to be in your life for it to be a reflex.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, holy shit. Like, that's when you really
I know
understand.
this is making this make it seem a little more trivial.
I don't give a fuck.
But
I love talking about this type of shit.
Yeah. As far as like, creatures of habit or just being like a ritual to you or like just things you expect or whatever.
Right.
I remember there was like this, it was a controversy in my household.
Okay.
Well, not a controversy, it was like it was an event.
Right.
We moved the trash can.
Okay.
And it used to be by the bathroom where the coat closet was, not under the sink.
Yes.
And then they remodeled the bathroom and got rid of that little section of the cabinet.
Okay.
And we had to move it to the thing. So, to a man, everybody that had been in my household went to that cabinet again and opened the door. Like, everybody was opening that door.
Oh, okay.
To throw in the trash. Like, where's the trash? And then everybody, I still did it up until 3 years after.
Right,
like, it was just so embedded in you.
Right.
My sister's friends would come over, my friends would come over, they'd be like, dude, where's the trash? Like, like, freak out.
Right.
So then I remember, like, doing that, but then having a thing where, like, you open the cabinet and you would just automatically shut it. Like, you'd open it and know as soon as you open it, it wasn't in there. Because you were, like, basically training yourself.
Yes.
So for the longest time in my house, you were hearing 2 cabinet doors shut for someone to throw out the trash. They'd always open the wrong one, be like, shut. You'd hear it all the time.
Yeah,
that's funny. It was just people, I couldn't get out of that habit.
Right.
Just couldn't do it.
Yeah. We had that with at my house. We moved our mailbox from
change.
From the same, I'll tell you about this one's
Move
better.
the mailbox.
I'll tell you the other one after this one. That one cracks me up still. But we moved the mailbox from the very front of the house, which is a door we never use. We only ever open that door to get the mail. So then my parents were like, well, fuck it. Like, we'll just put it on the side door now. And then even though no one ever used that fucking door, like, they would still go out there to get the mail. And be like, oh, shit. And that took a while. And then this is the one that cracks me up, is when we were like 5, or when I was like 5. We got a new bathtub at my house, and I remember, because they took the old bathtub out, and they had to put it in the side yard for like 2 days before we could send it out with the trash. So instead of putting it, in the front yard, we just put it, like in the back, side yard.
James, you can't use the new tub. Go on the old one. We'll hose you down.
That's the best part. I remember the day they took it out, they put the old tub in the backyard,
Yeah.
and they were putting the new tub in, and I went out and I sat in the old tub and I cried. 'Cause I didn't want us to get rid of it. I was like, no, I love this fucking tub. What the fuck? You know, still to this day that cracks me up, dude. I think about that and I just laugh my ass off.
This is not, you guys take showers. I'm the tub guy.
Yeah, right,
I'm the one who takes baths.
This is my world. But it was one of those old school tubs with the feet on it, though.
Clawfoot.
Was that one? Okay, cool.
Clawfoot tub, I think.
It was a clawfoot tub. It was fucking old school.
I think
you
that's
know,
what it's called.
I sounds right.
Yeah,
I believe you on that.
That's too bad.
I trust you.
So you know what's funny?
It cracked me up
about that. My stepfather is he loves antiques, collects furniture and whatnot.
No shit.
He found an old clawfoot
tub. Yeah,
and grabbed it.
Yeah.
And they're heavy. They're cast iron.
Yeah,
ridiculously heavy.
Yeah.
And he bought it and just kept it in his garage. And we were like, I remember when he bought it, we were like, you bought a tub?
Right. Right.
What are you
gonna do
with it? What are you gonna do with it?
Yeah.
And it's just sat in the garage. But you know what we've used it for? When we have parties.
It's an ice thing.
It's a huge ice thing.
That's fucking gangsta.
And it looks cool as shit.
It looks cool
in the
as
backyard.
shit. Yeah, that's dope, dude.
So that's something.
So it ended up being worthwhall. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I love that.
Used it twice.
Repurposed
It
fucking
was like 25 years.
Repurposed bathtub, whatever.
Yeah. No, it was it was it's cool or whatever. They actually showed I know I mentioned this before, but I was at the UFC fights.
Yep.
And Brian Ortega fought Frankie Edgar.
Yes.
Frankie Edgar, who's never been finished his whole career,
Right.
loses,
Right.
gets TKO.
Wait, not even by submission?
TKO, man. He
No, but he's never been finished by submission.
Nope, never been finished in his career.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought he got tapped like once or twice.
Maybe it was. I thought finished.
No, but if they said never been finished, then that's what that means. Yeah, that's what that means. Holy shit.
Yeah, so they showed Ortega's house during the Embedded episodes.
Right.
And he had an awesome thing in his backyard, this tiki bar and everything. And then he had this huge canoe that they propped up in between trees. And he goes, that's where we fill up the ice and fill it full of waters and sodas,
right.
But it's where the after party usually happens. And
wow.
But it was cool. It's that would be
that's
nice,
a good idea.
Yeah.
See, I love shit like that where it's why
it was an old crappy canoe that really couldn't do anything with anymore.
What do you?
It's a bit cooler now.
Exactly.
Yeah. But
wow,
it's nice.
That's fucking dope.
Yeah, I took it to him. We were talking about this on the way in, but Brian Ortega, I think he's legit.
He is, yeah.
But he was so amazingly calm.
Right. Right.
His face was just dude.
You were intimidated.
I was like,
you
this
weren't even
dude is not.
He don't give a fuck.
He's not phased at all right now by this moment. This is
I love
fighting.
I love
no
that,
big deal.
Yeah, I love that.
But sometimes people can do that a little too much, and they're not awake for the fight. They're not ready to go. But so the girl that Cyborg fought, this Kutsuyava and whatever, I forget how to say her name.
The Russian chick.
Yeah. So I put some money on her because she's a long shot.
Right.
She comes out. I'm like, all right, she looks good. She's bouncing around. She walks out.
Right.
They put the camera in her face right when she walks in, right? And I look up at the thing. I'm like, she's done. She was like this.
Jesus.
You could see her just
she looked like she was about to throw
I was
up.
like, she is so.
Dude, first fight in the UFC is Cyborg.
I know. That's a tall task. There's no doubt about that. I'm not discrediting that.
Yeah.
But I looked up and I was like, oh boy. And then what confirmed it for me, beyond confirmed it for me, was two things that happened. But the one that confirmed it for me when I was at the fight, when they meet in the middle and then the ref goes over the rules real quick, says, we went over the rules, if you want to touch gloves, right? And they're supposed to face off and get close.
Right.
Dude, she was 4 feet away from her.
Really?
She wouldn't get in her space.
She wouldn't step in,
that. Step in. She did not step in.
Wow.
She was so far away from her. And I'm like, she won't even get near her when she can't hit her.
Right.
I was like, I don't know about this one.
Damn.
And that's when I was like, I think
you were calling me can I take that bet?
Yeah. I was like, I think we're in trouble here. And then today I read on Yahoo that she said she let her nerves get to her. And in an interview, and said that I got kind of caught up in the moment.
I could tell that from 100 yards away.
Yeah, I was like, oh boy, yeah.
That's hilarious. Poor girl, though.
Yeah, well, she got put to slaughter pretty much. I thought it was not really. It was a fight that didn't make a whole lot of sense, other than Cyborg fights and everybody watched it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it was,
that's all it was.
Yeah,
just like you said, just to fill out the card. I think you also said not to shit on the event that you went to, but you said that people were saying it was one of the weaker cards by far.
Of the year, definitely. Yeah. But the fights weren't that bad.
No,
I think, but it was
just as far as sell was being,
Yeah, put it this way: the card I went to before that, there was a heavyweight and light heavyweight title on the line.
Right. That's what, yeah. And when I mean sell wise, I mean, you know, the ability to sell it, not what it did for sales. I don't know what the
heavyweight championship was Stipe and then Ngannou, and then Cormier fight. Like that's a massive.
That's
card.
a huge card. Yeah.
So anyway,
hey, you know, I'm still Vegas UFC. That's a dope night.
Yeah, there's a couple guys coming up, and I think I watched that Sean O'Malley kid, and I think he's gonna.
You did mention him. Yeah.
Yeah, I think people are going to start watching him.
You like what he's about?
Besides Brian Ortega, who is probably going to be like a much bigger name than the next one.
Dude, after that, yeah. Hell yeah.
So he definitely a launching pad for a lot of people. But
that's dope.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, Brian Ortega. My man's.
Yeah. One dude, CB Dollaway, got a win by disqualification.
Really? Why? What
Hector
did he fight?
Lombard. Okay. Lombard. It was basically like the fight that would see who gets released from the UFC if they lose this thing.
Right.
And he cracked him after the horn. Dollaway went down
that long after.
Yeah, like it was.
Damn.
You know, after the horn, in between the second and third round.
Right, and it knocked him out.
And it knocked him on his ass, and then he like couldn't come to, and then they gave him the win by disqualification.
And so he got the win by DQ.
Got taken off on a stretcher, and he won the fight.
Wow.
And then Sean O'Malley like broke his foot or had some kind of foot injury.
Same type thing, yeah.
And then won the fight, and then got carted off on a stretcher right by us. Right. Well, that's two guys who won the fight and got carted off on a stretcher tonight.
Warriors, right there. Fuck yeah.
But obviously they don't mess around, man.
Yeah.
All those guys, they're pros.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man.
You know, it's amazing, like, that they can, like I've said this before, as far as fighters go, like, if we go out tonight, leave here and get in a fight, we had no idea we were going to get in a fight.
Oh, yeah, right.
These guys have a date.
Yes.
I am getting in a physical altercation this
usually
day, and I need to be ready. You have no idea it's happening.
Usually they have at least 2 months to think about it.
Right.
You know what I'm
saying?
You
got time to think about this
and actually, no. Usually they got more. Usually just the camp is 8 weeks.
Yeah.
The fight's probably scheduled for like 4 months out.
Yeah.
And then you do an 8-week camp, but those other 8 weeks you just... All right, fuck. I mean, I got,
and that's what's funny about it is like that's where the nerves come into play and like just getting used to it and like just getting through that.
Right.
It takes a rare person to be able to do that for like, especially like at a really high level for a long time.
Warriors, dude, for real. Like the modern age warrior. That's what it.
Oh, absolutely. That's what it is. It is by far the Coliseum and Gladiators. Like that's exactly.
They are the fucking the Trojans of today. Yeah. You know, like the Spartans. I'm saying they're the Spartan fucking warriors of today. Like they're fucking doing what they can, or the most what they can with this little, they're controlling their diet, working all like fucking madmen, all that, dude. They're legit Spartans, that shit is crazy, dude.
Yeah, I mean, just like any Roman would be like have their favorite gladiator, right? Like people we have their favorite fighter.
Exactly,
absolutely,
absolutely,
no doubt.
Yeah,
it is, but it is like the highest level of competition.
I agree.
You just have to respect
wholeheartedly, dude.
Yeah.
There's no team to look to or anything. Like, I mean, you have training. You have a training camp and all that. Yeah. So you do have people that are building you up to that moment. But once you get in there, dude, there's no
Who's
one
the better man.
Right, exactly.
And we're going in there, and that is such a heightened level of like just
of just personal responsibility. Dude. It's like holy fuck, I love that.
That's why people love watching it. It's amazing. I know, but it's enthralling. Like you can't.
I love it. I don't know. I hate the people that are like, you're
barbaric.
You're a meathead. This is barbaric. I'm like, you genuinely don't understand. Like you really, and on some level, like that makes them unintelligent. Because like I can understand. Like, okay, you like to go home and play Dungeons and Dragons. I get it. But you can't see where we're coming from though, so that makes you're the one lacking here. Do you not see? You not understand that? Yeah. Like I'll play a game of fucking whatever dumb shit. I can sit down and play chess. You know what I mean? But I don't know. That I'm a type A.
I don't think chess is that dumb.
But no, but I'm saying like something that like it's the total opposite of a physical altercation. Yes. You know what I mean? In that sense, you know what I mean? Like I don't get that. How people can't appreciate.
I could totally see right now some like what would you even call someone who's like a chess aficionado? I guess like
a chess master.
Yeah. Like somebody out going to be like, actually, chess is far more demanding than any UFC fight. You don't know the time and the times that we study. Like I could picture them. You have to be way more dedicated,
to
win a chess match than a silly boxing match.
I can see it. I can totally see it.
We should try to find someone like that
and have them on the show.
Yeah.
That would be great.
And beat him up.
That would.
All right, we taking a break?
Oh, do you want to know?
Yeah, let's take a break now.
Yeah, we can do that while we got our producer in the room.
Cool.
All right, cool. Let's we're gonna go. We'll take about 10 minutes, and we'll be back here soon. So enjoy some tunes.
Oh, the headphones.
WEMFradio.com.
www.uglyduckstudios.com.
If you ready, that's on you.
You're listening to WEMFradio.com.
Getting tired, talking, I'm gonna get 'em.
sweet 16. The angel's food mess made on the party dress was spread a little thin. And oh, what a sick scene. The American dream was a constant stream that enabled all the bigots who would be king to be posing atop the cake, to be dangling the hate bait while they're taking the time, licking off the icing. Well, it's never too late for us to sing. Spread the love and just keep talking. I'm getting tired, I'm getting tired, I'm getting tired talking. I'm getting tired, I'm getting tired, I'm getting tired talking. I'm getting black is the new black. Well, that's whack. You know it's always been that. And white has a new plight. Well, take it easy on white. They've just joined the fight. The troubles lie in between. Shades of gray color this brown scene as the loud men of green try and shatter this immigrant dream. Oh, what a year it's been. I'm getting tired, I'm getting tired, I'm getting tired talking. I'm getting tired, I'm getting tired, I'm getting tired talking. I'm getting it's never too late to sing. I'm getting tired, spread the love, getting tired talking. I'm getting tired, I'm getting tired, I'm getting tired talking. I'm getting
WEMF Radio. WEMF Radio. WEMF Radio.
WEMF.
And we're back. It's attention deficit again for the next 53 minutes. So cool. How's the phones going? We working, Joe?
Oh, yeah.
You getting noise in there?
Uh-huh.
Cool. I can't hear anything, but
Makes a huge difference.
yeah, does it?
I don't know. Not really.
No, mine aren't doing anything. It's all right. I'm not worried about the headphones as long as you can hear me loud and clear.
I can hear you. Loud.
Okay, good. Then we're cool. The producer, Mikey Shake, jumping into action. He really does. Yeah, don't worry about it, though. It's not, it's not a big deal at all, you know?
Listen, we're born and bred without the headphones.
Right?
This is no thing
we came
for
from
us.
solo potting, Mikey, so we're cool. We're cool. Anyway, what did I want to
Address?
yeah, I wanted to bring dude, I drank so heavily last week.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's one of those you go on a straight up binge, except now it's I got to do shit during the day.
Yeah.
So I'm at work all day, and then I'm at my my buddy's house, and we're just drinking and carousing because he's off work. He's in the state only for the week, and his old man, who we both loved dearly, is passed away. We're getting bombed every night.
Yeah.
And I remember, like, I hate to say this, I really do. I remember when he went back to Texas, though, I was like, thank God. My liver is like I wanted him to stay. So you know what I mean. I wanted him to stay, but I knew what would have came of it.
Right.
And dude, we went hard, man. And he's a generous dude. He wants to make liquor store runs every night and whatever. He's one of those type of guys who doesn't care. He'll throw some dough around.
Mm-hmm.
And
that's hilarious.
Dude,
thank God he left.
I honestly
can't keep that pace.
I'm not drinking till he's gonna be back in a month, so we can settle some more stuff around his house and all that.
Yeah.
And I'm not drinking until he gets back. I swear to God. I'm not touching a drop of booze because I was thinking tonight if you don't have beers tonight, which is
I don't.
That's a first. I feel like since we've been here.
I think so.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, I took a night off.
Yeah, every week you bring a sixer.
So this is the thing. I was just in Vegas.
That's all right.
And I told you I was trying to. Well, no,
same
I didn't.
thing.
I didn't go hard. I didn't go hard in Vegas. I had that last night where like everything was paid for at that UFC fight. And
Sure.
I tried.
Sure, right, okay.
But I couldn't catch a buzz because I was eating so much.
Yeah.
But just getting back
and you
from,
can't
like,
pound booze anymore. Like,
no.
yeah.
And I just, I don't know, I wasn't feeling it because I got a wedding this weekend. So I was like, you know
Right.
what, I probably should cool it because I'm going to
Save it for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just going to,
Who's anyone I know?
No,
you can tell me
it's,
after the show.
No,
Okay,
it's
yeah.
my wife's
Family,
friend from
okay.
college, and it's
Wow.
Nobody.
Isn't that crazy how that happens now?
What they
You got to go to like shit, like people you literally don't know.
Well,
at
I
all,
met
really.
her,
right?
like,
Right,
but yeah.
I don't. Every time I go to a wedding now, it's like I know this person personally. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But then when you have a lady, you're like,
Double the weddings. Buddy.
yeah, that's what.
That's all
and
it
you're
is.
like, I don't want to go to their shit. You
No,
know,
of course
like,
not.
Of course,
Kidding
that's,
that?
that's
No,
what,
no,
yeah,
of
that's
course.
that's what I'm saying.
No, of
Yeah.
course not, dude. You
Yeah,
kidding
yeah.
me?
You don't know them well enough that you're like, oh, I'm excited to go to this wedding. You're
Right?
like,
Yeah. These people, I mean, I don't. She's like she's the friend out of her group of friends that's like lives in Western Mass or
Okay.
used to live in Western Mass.
Yep.
And that's where she's from. So she was like the friend that they saw the least for travel things.
Right.
Everybody else like lived in the South Shore, or
civilization.
Boston. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You know, we don't walk around with like mallets or shit like that
Right,
on Western
exactly.
Mass. It was supposed to be a caveman reference. I don't know. I lost that one. Anyway,
Clubs, maybe.
Yeah, clubs.
Whatever,
Whatever. Don't
whatever.
give a shit. I don't know where I was going with that.
Yeah, it's all right.
Anyway,
I ain't mad at you.
yeah. My first one was like, yeah, we don't swing from trees, but then that sounded like racist. So I was like, I'm not going to say that. So what I meant was
wicked racist.
like Tarzan, like.
But see, it
stupid.
shouldn't sound racist.
Yeah,
though.
but in my
Yeah.
head, I already
Yeah.
realized that was the thing.
Right,
So
right.
whatever.
Good call, though.
I made it funny by saying it that way.
There you go.
All right. So anyway, yeah, they're the ones. She's the one that they see the least. So I don't know. I've never even met the guy she's marrying. Like that kind of thing.
That's my point. Dude.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
But
right there.
I can't imagine it not
yeah.
being fun. They're a good group of people. Like
Right.
I know some of the other like from their group of friends, like boyfriends, husbands, all that shit. So
Right.
Like they're good dudes. So
Right.
it's not going to be. It's not one of those like I can't believe we got it. We have to go.
Yes.
To this. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not like someone you work with or something. Like that. Like, or someone she works with. That's even better.
Yeah.
Shit like that is always like, oh, yeah, this is going to be great.
Right.
You know.
Right.
But yeah, some weddings you just know, isn't it? Kind of weird that way.
Oh yeah.
It's
yeah.
very rare that a wedding surprises me being fun.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right, yeah, yeah.
Like, dude, you know what? I didn't think that was going to be a good wedding. I was
Yeah,
right.
right,
That was good.
right.
Those people were a good time.
Yeah.
You're usually like right on the money.
Right,
With
yeah.
what wedding? Like
'Cause-
you
'cause
know for a
it's-
fact when you're about to go to a wedding, you're like, this wedding's going to be a blast.
Yeah,
like
exactly,
you already know.
Yeah, yeah. Because it's one of those things where it's your day, so people don't mind being selfish about things.
Yeah.
And that's when it really brings out what what
having
they're all
fun,
about.
man. Just having a good time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
If I,
Some people you know are going to be stiffs.
That's what I'm
and you
saying.
know, that's what I mean, yeah.
That's what I mean. Like because
There was one wedding I went to, which at the time should have been really fun because we were like the group of us was young at that point,
Right.
when they got married.
Right.
I'm like, this is like really like the first wedding, one of the first weddings,
right.
And I was like, I just don't know about one of the sides of the family. I got a feeling it's going to be a little stiff.
Okay.
And it was.
Yeah.
And it was like, but
Yeah.
that was one of the weddings where it should have been
Right.
like thing, like not a lot of people
Yeah.
danced.
You like on paper.
It was kind.
Yeah.
It was kind of an older crowd, like
Right.
kind of thing. So it was like
Right.
it kind of killed the whole vibe.
Yeah.
But some weddings, you're like, yo,
Yeah,
I'm ready
right.
for this one.
Right. Right.
Yeah. Like my wedding, I was like, I know this wedding's gonna kill. Like I know for a fact I'm gonna have a really good fucking time.
Yes,
At my wedding.
yes.
And I know everybody else's, and everybody else.
Hell
Like,
yeah.
I was like, I know everybody else had a good time.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, if I don't know if I can ever talk someone into marrying me, it'll be a good time. I promise you that.
Yeah.
Yes, fun will be had by all.
Hey, you know what? I'll be there. I'll send an RSVP and everything.
I'm gonna- Send an
Trust me,
RSVP and
I
everything.
will be there, buddy. I will return it back. I'll tell you what meal I'm getting.
What if I end up being like a billionaire and I have a crazy destination wedding and I'm like, all right, I'll fly you out.
I would RSVP, yes.
Really? Yeah.
And I
yeah.
would not go.
No, you see, you know what you do.
Because it'd be that funny of a joke.
You know what you
dude.
do. You know what you do is you RSVP, you take the plane ticket, you stay in the hotel, you just don't go to any of the shit.
But just go to the cabanas
rehearsal. I got scuba diving lessons. Oh shit, core butt.
That would be hilarious.
Oh man, I totally forgot.
If you were at everything, you have the after party.
Right,
but you're not.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah. You're like, just on the beach. You're like, dude, where were you? Like, oh, was that today?
You show up to the reception in a fucking Speedo with your fin still on.
Was that today?
Yeah. Oh shit.
Oh damn.
I went fishing with that. Sorry, bud.
That's hilarious.
That would be fucking hysterical.
I would enjoy that.
Yeah, I would be like, that's great. That's a good move right there. Honestly, that's a fucking well played, sir.
We'll cross that bridge when you're shelling out a bunch of dough to fly everybody out for your wedding.
We'll see.
Did you listen to, I know you don't really listen to it that much, but Tuesdays with Stories with Mark Norman and Joe List. Mark Norman had a story recently about how Amy Schumer flew him out for her wedding that was done on like 30 days notice. The story was wild.
She got married, dude?
Yeah, she did it like that. Like they did it within like a week. It was a surprise thing.
Holy shit.
She called him up and she was like, hey, if I get married on Tuesday, would you be able to come? And he was like, sure. And she was like, okay, there'll be a plane for you. Da, da, da. So there was a plane for him, like this private jet.
Right.
But it was him, like all her girlfriends
like
from
Joe List.
No, Joe List was invited. This was like an exclusive wedding. Like listen to Norman's guest list. It's like holy crap.
Damn.
Like Jon Stewart was there,
Okay.
and somebody else that was like a legend that he said he like basically like crapped himself.
Right.
I can't remember who that was, but like Seth Meyers was there. Like it's like a who's who of like late night television. The whole SNL cast. It might have been. I don't know. He might have been there.
I'm just being a dick.
But it was like just like big name people.
Right.
But he said the private jet had all this food, and they flew us out there, and then like
where was the wedding though that they got flown out?
In like Beverly Hills, on the or something like Malibu.
Right, no, but in America,
Malibu.
Though. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but he's in New York.
No, I get it. I didn't know.
Yeah, he flew a bunch of people out there to do it. She flew everybody out there.
That's
to
dope.
On a private jet.
Yeah,
just for a wedding, and he said it was a who's who of like Hollywood and it was amazing.
Right.
David Spade, he said was there too.
Okay,
like, he was like, should I talk to him? He was like. He was like one of those things. He goes.
He said, "Should I talk to him? It's David Spade. I don't know, Joe. What do I do?" And then I fucking hung myself listening to the show. No, but anyway,
it's David Spade. He's like, it sounds like Terry. I can't do it.
I can't do it right. I can't do it.
I can't do it.
Now I'll tell you, I read his Twitter feed every fucking day and laugh my balls off.
Yeah,
but I don't know. I can't listen to the show though.
Yeah.
He's a fucking.
So anyway,
he's a great comedian.
Yeah,
he really is a great comedian.
Anyway, it was a really cool. It was a cool story.
Now, I probably will listen to that episode though, just because he gets into some shit. That's what I'll give him. Like, he's a true like.
He has since calmed down.
Okay.
Because there was the earlier episodes is when he was single,
right?
And he was like doing shrooms and banging a different chick every podcast. He was like, I was going here,
he
and
was
I
a degenerate, but
took
like
some shrooms, and then I was like, what? And then he goes, whatever. So he always had like something.
He was a degenerate, but like in the I don't know, the functional comedian degenerate sense.
All right, we're hyping them way too much right now. Okay,
why?
No, but I'm saying
I love that.
Actually, one thing that you should listen to is Joe List's story about meeting Paul McCartney and Bruce Springsteen in the same night.
What was that on?
That was on a Tuesdays with Stories. Like, he met him in the same night. He went with Louis C.K.
Maybe I'll start
to go see.
Again.
He went with Louis to go to the Paul McCartney concert.
Yeah.
And he's like, "You want to go to Paul McCartney tonight?" And Joe List had to get out of a couple gigs.
Right.
And
what?
Yeah, he was like,
I would never do that.
Well, it was like not paid spot. Like it wasn't a weekend. It was like a Tuesday or Wednesday or something.
All right, touche.
So he was like, "Oh man, and it was Louis asking him to do it, who is his employer at the time. He's opening for him, like kind of thing. Like, you want to go to this amazing concert?"
He'd probably be like, "Listen, I'm going to make like $100." And I'd be like, "I'll give you $5 to come to the show."
Right? Yeah, exactly.
I get it.
So he invites him to go to the show, and he knows it's going to be incredible. He ends up sitting in like the front row, like no one's in between them, and then. The E Street Band sits next to him, and Bruce Springsteen, and he's a huge Bruce Springsteen fan.
What do you mean sits next to him, dude? What do you mean?
They're in the same aisle. It was Joe List, Louis C.K., Bruce Springsteen, the guy who's on the
Bruce
Sopranos.
Performing.
No, they were there to watch the concert and sat in the same row.
I thought you were going to say it was them performing on a dual bill. Or something.
So basically, at one point he laughed too because he goes, "You realize like all of us in this row have played Madison Square Garden."
That's a fucking crazy thing to think about.
Right. So then they're watching
That's a crazy
McCartney.
thing
He
to
goes,
think
we're all singing the songs, having a blast, great concert. He goes, then when they get invited backstage because Louis talked to somebody, and he comes up to Joe and says this to him.
Wait, hold on. Back that part up.
Okay. The end of the show is coming up.
Yes.
Louis wanders off for a minute.
Okay.
Comes back.
From backstage, he comes back.
Yeah, like he was doing something. He
Right.
said he thought he was talking to somebody.
Okay. Louis says this to List.
So then Louis comes to Joe List and goes, "You want to meet a Beatle?"
Oh my god.
And like
dude.
he just went like, "No way!" So then they went to the little after party thing that's only like a few select people are invited to. Bruce Springsteen was also back there. He meets Paul McCartney, and then later meets Bruce Springsteen the same
Jesus Christ.
night. Imagine that,
dude. I just like that thing about like all of us in this row have played Madison Square Garden.
Yeah.
I love when
And
shit
then
like that happens.
I
you
guess
know?
Louis said like as McCartney walks in, he and like was like coming over to him, like even he was like lost. Like he went to List. He goes, Beatle.
Yeah. Wow.
coming over to
Louis probably more so than List. 'Cause you know what I mean? Like
Dude, just imagine like meeting like he's like one of the most famous people to ever walk
right.
the earth.
Easily.
Ever.
Yeah. Oh my god.
incredible.
Right.
Just
Sold,
like that.
sold more records than fucking anyone ever.
Imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy, dude.
It's easy if you try.
Hey.
Not Paul McCartney.
True. No, but he killed it. Like even when he went solo and shit.
Yeah.
He's got some dope songs, man. Like he's got some
I think
good
Hey
shit.
Jude is overrated. That's like one of the most overrated
yeah.
songs I think ever played.
Yeah, it's not.
It's so just-
not that great.
No, I don't
Not
get it.
that
But it's
great.
like up there with like they always put the top 3 rock songs. I'm like, dude, no,
Yeah,
I don't understand
no,
that.
I don't agree with that either. But yeah, but the Beatles though did have some great shit themselves. But I'm saying Paul McCartney was fucking.
I think Born
He
to
was
Run
a
is
big-
one of the greatest rock songs ever.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'd have to say it's up there. Born to Run has to be like
sure.
it's a damn good rock
Oh,
song.
you know what I was listening to? 'Cause I think fucking. Never mind. I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to ruin it. A super famous podcaster that I enjoy listening to often is he was listening. He mentioned Billy Squier. Do you remember Billy Squier?
Yeah,
Lonely in the night.
Yeah.
And dude,
yeah.
I've been fucking rocking out to that shit. The and that song, The Stroke. Yeah, or I think it's
The Stroke.
yeah, it's either Stroke Me or The Stroke. I think it's The Stroke. And
Yeah,
it's,
because Stroke Me is not.
it's a wicked.
Stroke Me is
that's
what
Billy
band is
Squier.
that? No, it
The-
isn't. No, it's
the-
not. Is it REO?
No, I'm saying the song. That's how the song goes. Stroke me. It's like, you know. But it doesn't. I don't know. You'd have to. I can't play.
I would
it.
love it if someone like just clicked on or just started listening to us, and all they heard was you say to me, "Stroke me."
Stroke me. The yeah, no, but
It's called The Stroke. That's the song.
that's the
by
Billy Squier. Okay, yeah, but I'm
Stroke
saying,
me,
but
stroke me.
the lyrics, yeah, the lyrics are stroke me, and the there's probably another song with those same lyrics called Stroke Me. But the Billy Squier song is the shit.
Wait, is that the same?
It was sampled.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Was it a fucking cover?
I don't know. Maybe
Yeah.
I was wrong.
No, I believe. I'm sure I'm sure there's a song called Stroke Me. I'm
No,
absolutely positive of it. Actually,
maybe this is not. I just want to say what it is.
that's all right. I'll just talk amongst myself.
Yeah, do that.
Yeah, you do that.
Because
So, wow. That fucking cream soda is giving me some phlegm in the back
I
of my
can't
throat.
believe you had a cream
Oh
soda.
my
What a
god.
psycho.
Yeah, I'm 100. What do you want from me?
Why isn't this fucking?
Don't play it. I don't
Why?
know because I don't know if
That's it. Yep, that's the
I don't
song.
know. Okay.
I just knew from the intro.
I don't know if that'll. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I
if
don't know if
that'll-
it can fly either.
Like
but
on
just
YouTube and shit.
Play it real quick.
No, YouTube kicks you off for fucking.
Isn't it? Wait, I heard somewhere that it's legal if like you talk over it. Is that true?
No, dude. Rogan did this the other day. Okay.
okay.
With the scene in Bronx Tale.
Yeah.
In the bar.
Yeah, I know exactly
He's
what
like, I asked you to leave nicely. Now you just can't leave.
Yeah.
You know, like that scene.
Never do that impression again.
And I'm sorry,
You
dude.
do
I'm
it
not,
no
I'm not
justice.
fucking. We got to get back to this. Hold on.
Yeah.
So in that song is "Come Together" by the
Yeah,
Beatles.
yeah.
And they pulled them for that because it's in the movie, dude.
I
they didn't even
see.
play the song. It's just
Right.
and they talked over the clip the whole time.
Okay.
Joe was the whole time. He's like, dude, this is such a badass scene. Like, da da da.
Yeah.
Now, very important. Name one person ever who could pull off the name Chazz.
Chazz?
Chazz. other than the one in that movie, Chazz Palminteri?
Yeah.
Never. Who would not get shit on for being named Chazz other than him? Are you kidding me, dude? Chazz, dude. Chazz, dude. Are you kidding me, dude? You know what, dude? Come on.
So what's funny about the
God.
name Chazz?
Everything. The fact that anyone would ever fucking
Want to go that way?
Yo.
You know what's funny is if you're a Charles, right? That's Chazz, right? Charles.
That's the.
So it's Chazz.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you just go to Chuck?
Yeah, Charlie. Like, yeah.
You got so many better routes,
Dude, I know.
You know
dude.
what? I'm going with Chazz. You're a dick.
I
Like,
know, yeah.
That's too.
Thank you.
When you
Thank
get to
you.
choose from 3,
Right.
and you go with Chazz,
You go with the one with the 2 Z's in it.
You're a dickhead.
Yeah, dude. You're a dickhead.
yeah, dude,
That's
you're a
fucking-
Chuck or a Charlie. No one's a Chazz.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
so funny.
I'm a Chazz. You know what? Yeah, you
Chazz.
are. If you insist on being called Chazz, you are a douche.
Yeah.
yeah. That's solid.
Oh my god.
That's funny. So actually, I was in like 7th or 8th grade. My dad used to take me and a couple of my buddies snowboarding.
Okay.
And this was like, I think this was the first year we went. So, we can't go anywhere. We're like 14. My dad's like, hey, I'm going out for the night, guys. I'm going to the bar across the street and whatever. And
Right.
we're like all sharing a room. But he had like his own separate room within that. And so he comes back and he's hammered. And he starts telling us stories, right? And he's got a cigar in his mouth, not even lit, but he's like puffing on it like
Is he
it's
Will
lit.
Smith?
It's not lit, yeah. But it was lit. But he thought
okay.
it was still lit.
At one point it was.
But it clearly wasn't. But he was still like
Right.
kind of puffing on it, even
Right.
though there was nothing coming out. So we were just laughing.
Oh my god.
He's like, anyway, I ended up meeting this guy Chazz. He works for Heineken, and he just kept buying me
Yeah, he
Heinekens
would,
all
dude.
night. And he goes, that's all he kept doing. And he goes, we started shooting the shit, and he's like, get him another one, get him another one. It was just on his thing. So he goes, I drank for free all night. This guy just kept buying me. This guy Chazz. So he said Chazz a million times. And then the next day, all of us were shitting on it. We were like, hey, where's Chazz? Like, just clowning around.
Kept bringing it up. Yeah.
So when you said that name, I'm like, actually, I know a cool
That's
Chazz.
a good inside joke right there. Yeah. That's fucking funny.
Yeah.
Chazz, dude.
You're right. You're right about that name.
That's hilarious, dude.
Yeah.
Nobody.
I don't want to hang out with Chazz. I'll hang out with Charlie. I'll hang out with Chuck.
And I'll hang out with Chazz Palminteri.
Right.
That's for goddamn sure. But anyone, no one else, dude. Oh.
Yeah. I'll hang out with Charles, Charlie,
I'm glad
and
we got
Chuck.
to-
I will not hang out with Chazz.
I've been wanting to get that off my chest for a while. Like,
Yeah?
honestly, I've been trying to do a joke about that or something. I'm glad I fucking
I think
got
that's the bit.
glad I got to do it on here. No, but what's the bit though? There's no bit there yet.
Yeah, there is.
How? Like, what's the punchline?
Well, I'm saying I would say like I will hang out with a Charlie and a Chuck and a Charles, but I will not hang out with a Chazz. If you insist on being called Chazz, when you have those other 3 names at your disposal,
right,
you are a douchebag.
Right.
Like that's a definite thing.
Right.
So
and then
there is the premise.
Then
That's
you
not
drop
maybe all the punchlines.
Yeah, no, then you
Yeah.
drop the. But I would hang out with Chazz Palminteri.
Right.
Yeah,
He's the only one.
He's the only one. Yeah.
You know any cool Chazzes, Mike?
That's a good point.
I did once, but I was 6, and it was like 1988.
Was he a magician?
He was 6.
Oh, he was 6.
Well, we both were 6.
Oh.
Wow.
We both. I want to outline. We both were 6.
I guess.
No.
I guess at some point you got to start calling him Chazz. He's
Wait a minute.
You know,
when you're 6 years old,
that's the parents' fault.
That's the parents' thing.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah, it was the 80s. It was the 80s.
So he was cool.
Okay. All right, no, I'll give him. Oh yeah, that wasn't his fault.
He was cool until
give
like
him that.
5th grade,
Until
and they were
about
finally like,
1990.
"Dude, Chazz,
Yeah, exactly.
you tool."
Until 1990, they were like, yeah.
Actually, if it was in '88. He was the shit, right? From about 88 until Nirvana came out. And then he was like...
There you go.
He was like, oh, I'm Chuck. Like, he's wearing flannel and was like, oh, you're not Chazz anymore? No.
That's hilarious.
No. I bought Nevermind and now I'm Chuck.
That's what. Oh, I never really liked Nirvana very much.
Really?
Yeah, not a huge fan. I like
them.
I like the he did Cobain wrote a really fucking weird song about
rape.
He lived with a really he moved out of his house and lived with a really religious family in in the same town.
Uh-huh.
He got really into going to church and shit, and he wrote this song about that time. And I can't remember which fucking song it is, but it's a jam. It's the one or the 1 or 2 songs that I did like. Mm-hmm. on that album, but other than that, man, I don't know. I didn't like it that much, man. Are you a big
I
Nevermind fan?
like
Remember, you like the album as a whole?
Yeah, I remember playing that album a lot,
Yeah.
or I remember my sister hadn't played it a lot, and then
No shit.
by osmosis, listened to it a ton.
Yeah. Oh, you know,
But I remember it being just massive.
Right.
You couldn't go anywhere without like hearing him, not hearing him. But they had a weird like documentary out on him. I think it was on HBO, and it was like animated, a lot of it too. It was really interesting and weird, and he was fucked. He had an interesting little adolescence there.
Yeah.
And it was like just some kind of like off the wall type stuff, and that's probably, I mean, by the way he was or whatever, but who really knows the way he was. He seemed to be a very complex person.
I smell you.
But it was, I don't remember what it was called, but it was cool. It was different. I don't remember seeing anything like that before. Like the whole documentary style and like the way it was like made, and it was.
You ever see The Waking Life? You ever see that movie? That was a weird like cartoon, like, you know, live action feud. It was weird, dude. It was weird.
Was Keanu in that one?
I think he was.
And what's his name too?
There was a bunch of there was a bunch of people in it, dude.
Tony Stark. What's his real name?
Oh, Robert Downey Jr. Yes.
Yeah. How sad is that I go and play Iron Man and everything? I'm like, you know, Iron Man or Tony Stark or whatever.
Right.
Yeah, but he was. Yeah, I remember seeing that. It wasn't like that. It didn't have that look to it at all.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, this was like animated, but like creepy.
Right.
And then like it had like these little like transitions into like real scenario, like real footage and stuff like that.
Right.
So it was kind of like it was a good mix, and I don't know, it was like cool to follow.
Yeah. No, I'm that is fucking weird. But I'm down.
Put it this way: if you were high and watched it, you'd be like, "Oh hell yeah!"
That's what I'm. No, I trust me.
It's called Montage of Heck.
Is that? That yes. Okay. Yes.
And you know what? That aptly describes exactly how that entire thing feels. So yeah, I didn't know the title of it, but now I don't think I'll ever forget that.
Yeah, no, that's I like that name. I like
it really is,
and I like
cool.
the whole premise.
Actually, that would have been.
I'm gonna check that out.
That's a great comedy album name, or would have been.
That is, yeah.
It was the name of one of their demo tapes.
Was it?
Really?
I like that.
See, well, even like the band name Nirvana is dope.
That is
so like
that is good.
So, but Montage of Heck on a demo, that's a good. I mean, these guys even like their names.
Like Nirvana is a great name.
Yeah.
And I like how they they did it very. Let's see. I'm gonna bring this full circle real quick. They did it like very minimalist, but like it was like poignant. You know, like the name or the band is Nirvana.
Yeah.
The album was called Nevermind.
Right.
The song I'm talking about was called Lithium.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Which was huge in the early 90s and shit. And that was the one about him, like, you know, finding religion and all that. And it was like, I forget the lyric. It was, you know, something, you know, I don't know, something about being easily amused. You know the song I'm talking about? Yeah, like I forget.
A lot of people know that song.
Yeah, but what's the lyric before that, though? It was something about, is it something about abused, easily amused? Is that what it is? Yeah, I don't know. Something about I'm often abused and easily amused. I forget. But but when you listen to it and then you know that it was about him finding religion, it's like, oh, that's fucking weird, dude. You know? I don't know. It was good though. Just like
I wish I was like you, easily amused.
There you go. All right. So but you see, here's another good one I just heard. Lord of the Rings. You know, Tolkien. Tolkien took a bunch of acid back in his day and wrote those books.
Yeah, I bet.
That's where the world comes from. Is like he was on acid. Like
yeah,
you know?
I totally believe
I
that.
love to know shit like that though.
Yeah, but you know what? That dude, it makes for some really creative and cool shit. I mean,
clearly
Hendrix, like you know what I mean, like it's only somebody on something that like, well, even like I got a documentary for you.
Oh fuck yeah!
It was like Eric Clapton and 12 bars Eric Clapton or something like that.
Yeah. Oh, he was a junkie. Yeah. Oh yeah.
He locked himself in his house for like 4 years, 5 years, did nothing but freaking smack.
Right.
And I didn't know this about him.
What do you think I did?
He was. You're a cliche now, though. Eric Clapton did first, but
but James didn't push his kid out a window.
I didn't know this story. I didn't know like that whole story. I'll get to that, which was like horrible. But whatchamacallit? He loved George Harrison's wife. He was in love with her.
Oh, no shit.
That's how he wrote Layla. That's how he wrote like all those songs, man. It was all about George Harrison's wife, who he actually had hooked up with.
Wow.
And like was already in love with her, infatuated with her.
Right.
Ended up hooking up with her, thought that was it, like she's gonna leave him for me. And then I guess they like all ended up like meeting up, and like Harrison like had found out, or they like told him. And all he said was like, well, you leaving with me or him? And she left with George Harrison. And he was crushed. And that's when he went and had like that horrible like whatever it was.
Damn.
Stupor. And then his kid, I didn't know this. I thought he because I assumed because he was like from London, like he's from England or whatever. I thought like maybe it was like a 4-story window or something weird like that. He was in New York City,
high-rise,
like 53
dude.
floors.
There was no chance of them.
So
yeah.
his it wasn't even his wife. It was just his baby mom or whatever. And like the maid.
Right.
Were in the room with the kid.
Right.
And he just kind of was walking around. They watch him walk around, and they were doing something, turned away for a second, and he crawled right up onto the ledge and walked right, like literally crawled out.
Right.
And it was just that quick of a thing. And it's like, dude, that is horrible. Terrifying. Like, to be like, oh, dude, half of a second you look away.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
That just blows.
Dude, completely fucked.
Yeah.
Completely fucked.
Yeah, and then he goes on with all the success and writes. You know, it was one really cool thing. This is always something I love to see or hear about.